Today, Israeli Defense Forces escalated, moving from the air to the ground in Gaza.
It has been another relentless day.
Che la nave assaltata dalle forze speciali israeliane era proprio una nave.
First time that they started bombing us, the first day, I can't forget it. I was preparing myself to get my work to the next day, and I hear the bombing. The neighborhood was so crowded, and they said the Israelis are attacking us. Everybody is still at home and be safe.
You cannot forget the sounds, the loud sound of explosions. You cannot forget the fears in the eyes of your children. You cannot, forget this ugly feeling of not being able to keep your children safe, and you find yourself helpless.
قبل الحرب أنا كنت لاعب كرة قدم، ألعب من ضمن الفريق الأول في نادي الدراج. كانت كل استمرار حياته كانت كرة قدم، كل اعتمادي كان على كرة القدم. والآن ما فيش كرة زي ما أنت شايف، لا شغلة ولا عملة، قاعدين. والله في الحرب كنا قاعدين في البيت أنا وأخواتي وأهلي، وصار قصف علينا عشوائي، ما عرفناش وشردنا كلنا من قلب البيت، والبيت كمان كله راح، بيتنا كله راح، وجينا هان قعدنا أنا وأنا طالعين اتصابت، كانت قذايف في نص الشارع واتصاب.
So we stayed the whole 52 days of the war here. We were all spending our time here with the kids, sleeping here, eating here. شو هذه؟
دار.
هي بسة.
عشان كسر الزرع.
أيوة. Muhammad, he's 6 years old. Few days ago I was helping him in his school, in his homeworks. And he says, suddenly he broke out, and then he asked me, Mom, the year has 4 seasons. I said, yes. He started to count summer, winter, autumn, spring, and then he said, the war season. I said, is the war has a season? And he said, yes, because we experience the war frequently every year. So there is a season for the war. That this occupying the think and the minds of our children while they are still young. Imagine when this is a normal thing in a child way of thinking, then what do you expect from him when he's grown up? For my son Muhammad and Sarah and Salma, the 3 young, 8, 6 and 4 years, it wasn't easy for them at all. Muhammad, for example, he couldn't sleep unless I put my hands on both of his ears so he couldn't hear the explosions. And Sarah doesn't want to sleep unless she's between my arms. And you start to question yourself, whom to protect, whom to save, whom to stay close to, whom to hold, whom to leave. Sometimes when I just alone and start to think, I wish I could like smile sometimes from my heart, away from all the fears and terrors I had to experience before. I wish that I could give them assurances that they will be safe, or they will enjoy a good life. It's really, I mean, it's really hard. Yeah.
Okay, when the first explosion took place, I woke up the rest of the family, and all of us came downstairs. We sat over there, in this corner. Things were fine. The bombing was not anywhere near us. But 24th of July, at about 1:30 a.m. in the morning, we heard an explosion. So at that moment, we thought that the best thing to do is to come downstairs to the ground floor. We thought it's the safest place of the house. 2 minutes later, we heard another explosion, and 1 minute later, I woke up in the hospital. I don't remember anything else. Later on, I was told that the explosion was to our neighbor's house, and that my family, 5 of my family members were killed, and the rest of us are injured. It's difficult when you're the youngest brother, and now you're responsible for the rest of the family. They're afraid all the time. Whenever they hear an airplane in the sky, they're afraid. They're afraid something bad is going to happen, the same way it happened before. They don't sleep well, and when they do, they keep waking up afraid. They keep asking about their fathers and their brothers.
It kills me, the blockade kills me and kills my dreams. I don't have any of them now. I'm engaged to Rashid Fadda in the West Bank. He lives in Nablus city. I tried so many times to get to Nablus city, but I couldn't have the permission of the Israelis. They forbidden us as Gazans to go to the West Bank and live there. At the last month, we are deciding that we will break up.
A few days ago, I fought with my son Mustafa, the elder. He's 14 years old, because he start to not to study because he doesn't have the motivation. In Gaza, you do not have options. So why? There is lots of people, lots of young men and women having a master's degree and PhD, and they are just sitting without having a job.
I have a sister. She's out. She's been in the USA for 3 years now. She should have come home to visit us in the second year, but the blockade didn't allow it. So we didn't see her for 3 years, and we lost our family, and she didn't even see them.
I'm pushing my children to study. I'm promising them to have a good future, but I don't know. So it's by all means the life in Gaza, whether there is a war or not. People are dying in here.